Hey friends, what is good? We made it. openBIM made it, guys. What do I mean by that? Well, the Bonsai BIM jobs are here. Let's have a look into this and see if this is true and where this is heading, what's happening. I'm very surprised by this. Let me tell you, let me give you an intro to this. A few days ago, I talked to somebody who was interested in the foundation certification, and in our chat he told me that he saw on LinkedIn a job post, a job ad, which was requiring Bonsai BIM skills. And that sounded very interesting to me, so for sure I had to have a look into it. Again, that's the good news. The other not so good news, I think, like, to be honest, from my standpoint, from my experience and how this looks like, it doesn't seem legit, to be honest. But let's have a look into it, and I would love to hear what you think about this. Is this true or not? Is this fake? What is happening? I'm not familiar with this platform. Maybe you are, and maybe you know more than me. I would love to hear your thoughts. But if this is legit, then maybe some people are going to have some opportunities here. Not so many people, because there are not many people in the world who use to a proficient level, Bonsai BIM. So I know a few of them, of course, but let's have a look at, and I would love to hear your thoughts on this, okay? Because for real, I'm honest about this. I do not know if this is legit or not. There are too many, or there are few red flags for me that usually you don't get when you apply to traditional or normal jobs. So let's have a look into this. Let's see. Let me go back to the corner. I hope this is visible enough for you. So there you go. Blender expert with Bonsai focus. Between $19 to $65 an hour pay. This is a huge, how to say, range here, but still decent. I'm sure there are people living in Africa, Asia, and so on. So starting at $19 an hour wouldn't be so bad, and $65 should be decent even for Europe, the US, and other places. And again, I think it's remote. It's remote, fully remote. Not sure where was it. Yeah, it's contract and remote. And I don't know where I saw that. Like, the thing that really made me trip about this, it was that I think they had like 20 jobs for this, 20 openings, which doesn't make any sense. The problem is that doesn't show any a lot of stuff about the employer, right? So let's go over this. Extremely important, okay? Please understand this. I am not paid by any means. I'm not promoting this. I don't recommend you. Like, this is just something I thought it is worthwhile to discuss today during my vlog, which I hope you are going to enjoy. Yesterday, by the way, I didn't do one because it was my wife's birthday, and I tried to dedicate the the largest part of my day for that. So almost the entire day. So that's why I didn't make a video, and there are going to be other days as well when I'm not going to manage, but I'm trying to make one every day, and today I thought that it was worthwhile to cover this. Again, trying to figure out, to understand what's happening here. And again, it's extremely important that you tell me your experience, because I don't know. I honestly don't have any idea about this website. It seems to me like, when I look here, since that it's like a referral based platform. So if you press on this and you go here, you can find jobs here and careers, I think it was. Yeah, like looking here, you see a lot of how to call it, developer stuff, IT careers, right? So it's very interesting how it looks like, but again, like, I have no idea. I just did a brief question to Gemini, and it told me that is like somewhere in between baseline, maybe how it's called. not scam, because it's not a scam, but not really something that you want to trust. I think I'm not sure. It's not 100% sure. There are some people saying that it's a weird process, and like for me that's the most weird one, because you can't contact any person here. So yeah, like I guess we get there, like a lot of things are processed by AI and so on, but for the sake of the conversation, let's have a look and see actually what they ask for, what is the skill set required, because even this might be fake, or actually maybe fake is not the proper description of this, because I asked the AI and they say that this is a legit website, you can't post fake jobs or something like that. So I'm not sure, man. It's interesting. It's weird. So let's have a look and see. But what I wanted to get is that in the future I see actually this happening, but I'm not sure exactly when. So let's see what is this about. Join our customers team. So they are searching, maybe this is a job portal where they are finding for a client. As a Blender expert with extensive knowledge on bonsai. There are not many people in the world who have this, but there are a few of them, and I know a few of them. For the future of 3D design and BIM workflows, you will leverage your mastery of Blender, so you have to also know Blender, and bonsai to execute end-to-end 3D projects. Okay, so 3D projects, like this kind of tells me that this is not made by somebody who works in a BIM environment, and this comes more from a potential, like this could be maybe a startup or more visualization contractor or something like that. I'm not sure, but that for sure is not coming from somebody who's managing. Like they keep saying 3D. This sounds definitely 100% AI generated, and maybe stirred by, or managed, or how to say, fine-tuned with feedback from a person, but from a person who doesn't really understand BIM, if you ask me, because they keep repeating, and I got the same kind of the descriptions. I know this for sure, because the focus is a lot on 3D, okay, not information. We get there and we will see IFC files and so on, BIM data, but it's very vague. Again, this is definitely made by somebody who doesn't really, and that's why I guessed data is not so important for them. So they see the importance of IFC, of opening the models and being in a BIM environment for BIM for workflows, but not necessarily because they understand data. Is mostly because probably they have a product which could be available or of interest for digital twins, or maybe for a different kind of clients in AEC. So again, that's the one thing that stands out to me very clear. Utilize Bonsai, formerly Blender BIM, very nice specification, and manage complex BIM workflows within Blender. Very, very interesting. I'm really curious what kind of workflows they have, but yeah. Model structure and refine geometry and BIM data. Okay, they say BIM data, ensuring accuracy and interoperability with other design tools. What like this doesn't make any sense. Like you can see it clearly. This is not made by somebody who understands how bonsai works. There is no interoperability with other design tools. Like you model in bonsai, you get an IFC model, and that's it. Okay, there's nothing else. And everything else depends on the other tool which is going to import your IFC model. Okay, so that's it. And they talk about IFC files. Yeah, document workflow, articulate decision-making processes, and iterate on both geometry and structured data models. Again, a bunch of words that don't say anything, just highlight the fact that they don't understand. Again, I think this might be a startup, a product that could be relevant, or that is relevant for AEC, but the people who do this don't, like, it's program. So this is not I'm not bantering them. They might be good programmers, mathematicians, or whatever, but for sure you can see that this is not made by somebody who understands BIM. Collaborate remotely with team members to ensure seamless communication and coordination through the project lifecycle. Very interesting. I would love to see exactly what they have in mind, but again, yeah, this is extremely, like, if I congratulate them for something here, like, again, if it's anything here is true, The fact that it's remote, this is really important, I guess, because we have way too few opportunities in BIM remote, unfortunately. So prepare high quality documentation and outputs for both design and construction purposes. What does that mean? Prepare specific models, make drawings from Bonsai, take out drawings from Bonsai. I guess that, right? So yeah, there are very few people in the entire world who know how to do this. I don't think there are many. I don't think, for real. And they are looking like, I'm not sure where I saw that. I think it was here. Yeah, let me see here. I logged in, I created here this, and looking for opportunities. You see, you get this portal that you can recommend for, but if you look here, there are a lot of digital content editor, medical image and segmentation specialist. Okay, Libre PC, QCAD expert, FreeCAD expert, BIM and IFC focus. Again, I think this is kind of the same. I'm not sure, again, like, it sounds iffy to me. It sounds like something that they are just testing to see if it's any interest or something. So don't send any data to them or anything. I'm just doing this to understand, to help educate and expose eventually. If this is fake, we have to do something about this. We have to fake, okay? I see again, QCAD expert. Like, this sounds like something, I don't know, like scripted. You know, if something is too good to be true, then probably it is. And like I said, like, this doesn't feel like a job that is written by a person without heavy, like, if it's a person that doesn't really understand BIM. And let me show you. Oh, sorry, I'm going to search here Bonsai, and we are going to see this. And this is the let's say if I press on this eye, we get this. And this is the interesting part that we cannot see anywhere else here, because we see location remote and job type contract, but we don't see how many, right? Nothing else. Like, you just see the skills and where you fill in and click upload and drag off your PDF or the resume and the cover letter, I guess, and enter your LinkedIn profile. So again, don't do that. Don't apply this if you don't know that it works. This could also be maybe like a scam to sum up profiles and LinkedIn profiles, that maybe they want to sell something to this kind of people, or I'm not sure, or they want to do something with them. I'm not sure, guys. Again, like, I don't think it's a scam. I don't think anyone is going to lose any money from this, but I think it could be again, not is, but it could be an attempt to gather a list of emails or something like that, or a list of profiles, which could be used eventually later. Okay, let's keep going here. So required skills and qualifications: demonstrated expertise in Blender with a strong portfolio of full project lifecycle work. For sure, you're going to find, like, there is Dion, there is IFC architect Lloyd Basio, Stefano Veruggi. I'm not sure if you can go over this. I know somebody, maybe Raphael, I'm not sure, but there are very few people in the world who can say that. Maybe Ryan Schultz. There are very few people. I don't think I can find 10 in my network, and you know I'm promoting only Bonsai BIM and so on. I don't think there are 10 people who I would say would qualify for this. So it's very interesting. They are looking for 20 people, okay, with a lot of experience, with a lot of, and the level of use of IFC for something like this is just not happening. And I think I saw somewhere that this is from California. So let's see here. No, I've seen somewhere maybe that this is from San Francisco, the company. So that's why, again, I think it might be a startup or something. I hope it's just not a survey, just a dirty way to get some cheap, not cheap, but free emails. Extensive hands-on experience with Bonsai Blender BIM, including complex BIM modeling and IFC management. Okay. Again, I don't think I find more than 5 people on one hand who can say, I would not apply myself to this job. I would not qualify because I'm not modeling in Blender BIM, in Bonsai, you know. So again, if 20, they are looking for 20, then that's really brave. Proficiency, BIM workflows, building element organization, okay, again, AI, and handling structured project information with Blender, repeating, solid understanding of AutoCAD. Okay, now this is interesting. What has AutoCAD has to do with this, and 3D CAD environments, ensuring effective interoperability with other industry standard tools? What industry standard? AutoCAD is not the industry standard. It's a proprietary format. And again, like, it's very interesting. Yeah, like from Bonsai, you can get to DWGs. You can export from Bonsai. You can export DXFs, and then you can convert them into DWGs. But that involves quite a lot of work and so on. So again, in the end, a lot of these points more that geometry and documentation, like drawings, are more important. So yeah, like I see like something like this, Lloyd Basio has done a lot. Like he's the most experienced, who has literally modeled everything and produced drawings. Stefano also has done a lot of modeling, but I'm not sure how many. I'm not sure. I really don't know if he made any drawings or how often does he have to do any drawings from Bonsai. I think for him, the data in the model is more important. Exceptional written and verbal communication skills with the ability to clearly document and explain your workflow and reasoning. Very interesting. So maybe they just want to learn and get some free workflows, how people are working without doing anything. Proven ability to independently manage complex projects from initial concept to final deliverables. Very, very interesting. Again, like I cheer the moment this is going to become is going to become real, because this is going to be like, there will be some jobs like this. Not plenty, I doubt, to be honest, but you never know. You never know how far Bonsai can get. Preferred qualifications: experience with parametric modeling and advanced geometry manipulation in Blender. Okay, this is not, like, first and foremost, they don't have any clue that this is not going to help you with IFC. Because working parametrically with IFC in Bonsai is differently than using modeling parametrically in Blender. You cannot just convert like everything. Let's say that you start modeling in Blender anything, then convert it to IFC. You don't, like, you break the parametrics stuff there. So again, background in architectural visualization, construction design, or related industry. Okay, this is like, I see this is the highest potential, the highest use case that I see here, and the experience. Construction design, like, yeah, people who are going to be very good at visualization most probably don't have a lot of experience with the design. Maybe they have more artistic background. I know a few people on this, or related industry. Familiarity with AI-driven design tools or workflow documentation for technical audiences. Very interesting, very nice. Okay. Yeah, what do you make out of this, guys? Like, please let me know. What do you think? Like, am I crazy? Am I too harsh to see this as a scam, or as something that very highly unlikely to be real? Or am I just honest? But again, like, am I true? Like, this is a legit website, right? If you look here, again, I'm not sure because I don't see any details about which company needs this and stuff like that. And here you just submit your stuff, and how do you know if you are going to get back? So yeah, I recommend you, if you plan to do something like this, make sure that you are checking on your hand. Or maybe there are some discussions already. I didn't have the time. I didn't go too deep into that. This is just my first attempt after asking Gemini briefly, and I just diagonally read like this what Gemini was saying, and yeah, it was like kind of sketchy. People are saying that some of them maybe got real opportunities, but yeah, I'm not sure. Again, I'm not sure, and I really hope that together we can figure it out and understand what is this about. But again, like, the future looks bright, guys. If jobs like this are coming, then one more reason to master this on top of just learning around IFC. And you know, my BIMvoice Academy, school.com BIMvoice Academy, it's free, and just start with a free 7 days challenge, and is the right place to learn how to use Bonsai. Be it for modeling or be it for coordination, BIM audit, BIM IFC model audit, and IFC model validation, and maybe troubleshooting if you need to fix something. So yeah, sorry for making this video a bit too long, but yeah, I still don't know where to place this. So I would really appreciate your opinion, and I'm really looking forward to get your comment on this. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you up in the next one. Have a good one.